Hello everybody, and welcome to another video on my secondary channel. Today we have an episode where I am filing my nails. You can probably hear it on the microphone. If you don't, well that's better. So what am I gonna talk about today? I decided to go for something sort of topical. Uh, Sort of topical, but at the same time that people don't really give a fuck about it, which is 2XKO. So for those who don't know, 2XKO is the a fighting game that Riot Games has been working on for quite a while. And not too long ago, they had a closed beta, which I thankfully got in. And I want to talk about my experience with 2XKO, since I think it's an interesting fighting game. I really liked it once I played it. But first I gotta, of course, put on some like a bit of history, since of course I'm like this. So I wanted to apply for 2XKO on the first beta when everybody was playing it, everybody was loving it. I really wanted to play back then. But the thing is that sadly, they had only servers for the US and Europe, which kind of sucked. It really did suck actually. And so I was locked out. I didn't get into the closed beta, into Alpha Lab. That's what it was. And so I had to wait, and then they said, okay, we're doing another closed beta, this time with Vi, Jinx, and Blitzcrank, and I didn't think that I was gonna get in, but again, I signed up, and I actually got into the 2XKO closed beta. And now that I'm saying this, I realize that the background for this video, since I don't have any footage, is most likely going to be Shovel Knight, because I don't have any footage of 2XKO, and I'm talking about another games. While I'm talking about I'm talking about a different game than the one that is on screen. So I got into the closed beta 2XKO, and I came in wanting to play. I think it was Echo and Braum, not knowing basically anything about the characters, or only that, and the only thing that I knew is that I like those characters. And so I did the tutorial. It was quite a good tutorial, I would say. I was kind of bummed out that there were no combo trials, so like I had to lap myself. And I tried Echo and I tried Brom, and I was just not feeling it, to be honest. Those characters did not fit well with my playstyle. For those who don't know, like I'm kind of like a rushdown in a way type of characters. Like I really like to make pressure when I play fighting games. As an example, like on Street Fighter 3, I played a lot of Dudley and Akuma, which are pretty good at like putting pressure, at always be hitting buttons, all that. On Under Night in Birth, I played Enkidu and Akatsuki, which are two other characters that really work for that. And on Persona 4, I not on Persona 4. I played on Persona 4. I played Rise, which is more a setup character than anything. But yeah, and Echo was too complicated for me to understand, and Braum, I was just not feeling Braum. And so I looked up on other characters, and the ones that caught up my eye were Vi and Blitzcrank. And I really like Blitzcrank. For those who don't know, 2XKO has this 5 6 button game. It's a 6 button game where you have a button for your light, medium, heavy, a button for assist, 2 buttons for specials, and 1 extra button that might be a parry, a dash, or whatever you wanted to make. And so with Blitzcrank, he is a grappler, grappler robot. And I really like playing Blitzcrank mainly because it's so easy to play and it's very cheesy. Like, you play Blitzcrank, you're just there to make people suffer, and I love that. Um, and like, yeah, it's a very easy command grab, which like most times I cannot do because I cannot do an SPD to save my life. But yeah, Blitzcrank is really fun. I labbed out a few combos with him. I really liked him. And then there's Vi. I would argue that Vi is one of the best characters in the game, mainly because it's one of the most versatilles, and it's also like is easy to pick up. Vi is a more rush down. Very good at pressure. I really liked it. It did have a very good synergy with Blitzcrank, as in like after his main combo, like his bread and butter, I could just call an assist and try at least make an attempt at extending, mostly not working out. And I really like Vi, but however, I needed to try more. There was another character that I was itching to play, but I was too intimidated by the game. But once I got more accustomed to it, I managed to actually give it a try. And this character is Illaoi. So Illaoi is a more complex character on the sense that you need to what's the word? You need to set up your main resource, which would be the tentacles. The tentacles are mostly available through his super twos. And I came in with the idea that Illaoi was this deep and complex character and that the setups were impossible. But turns out she's quite easy to play. At least for like baby's first setup character. It's more easy than Jinx, it's more easy than Echo. It's not the easiest character in the game, but I still think she's very easy and very fun. And so I began labbing with her, and I was feeling it. I was in the zone, and the annoyance that I saw people get with Illaoi just made the deal. And my main team on 2XKO is Blitzcrank Illaoi, which, as far as I'm aware, is a very bad synergy. I really tried to make them work, but I cannot really do much with Illaoi's assists. I might be able to do something with Blitzcrank assist. But yeah, my main Blitzcrank does not benefit a lot from Illaoi other than like some extra pressure or mix-ups that I could try to do. Uh, but yeah, either way, I still really like the team. It's a very fun team to play. Mainly because of the way that how I play, because I do play with Double Down, which is a fuse that lets you chain what's the word? Supers. Kind of like what you can do in Marvel vs. Capcom, which is a game that I used to play a lot and a reason why I like tag fighters. Um so yeah, I began playing a lot of Illaoi, Blitzcrank, and I I really like the online. But however, the best part of fighting games is playing it with a friend. Um, on Guilty Gear Strive, I had my best friend Delex, who is one of my IRL best friends, and he was the one who got me into Guilty Gear. And I did a video with him on just playing Guilty Gear, and I did not like that video. That video is now deleted. It's lost media. But yeah, I I really enjoyed playing Guilty Gear with Delex. Then for uh, Yomi, your only move is Hustle, which is it's not a traditional fighting game since it's more like a turn-based game. It's more of a strategy game, if anything. I played with my best friend Silver, who who could smoke me anytime he wants, but he just goes, "Nah, I feel bad," and he just lets me win most times, mainly because he doesn't want me to be way too pissed. And now on 2XKO, I had a pretty good friend called Rosie Llama. They're very avid on the Minecraft sphere. I mean, I don't know if well known, but like they do a lot on the Minecraft sphere, mainly like testing for different events. And they're also a fan of the FCG. They're mainly a Smash Bros. Player, but they also dabble in other fighting games from time to time. And they also got into the closed beta, and I was like, "Yo, we should play together." And she was like, at the start, she was like, "Nah, I don't know if I really like this game. Like, it's kind of mid." And nowadays we have a big rivalry. We have a very big rivalry when it comes to us just like playing 2XKO, and it's a lot of fun. Just to play against each other. We are at a very similar level, so yeah, that is a lot of fun. And they play Yasuo Vi, which really segmented my hatred towards Yasuo. Yasuo is a very, very, very OP character. He is the best of the game. A lot of people have said it. I say it too. Like, uh, He's the strongest character in the game by far. Him and Echo, and Yasuo is annoying. However, since we're at a similar skill level, I can counter that Yasuo once or twice. I can counter that Yasuo a reliable amount of times. And yeah, Yasuo is very annoying. However, he's not the most annoying character, because if you find an annoying Yasuo, that means that they're a good player. They are playing the best character in the game. However, they're owning it, because Yasuo is not like a pick and play character, at least that I've experienced. The most annoying characters thus far, the most annoying character, period, actually, is Darius. I hate Darius with a passion. He has a lot of range. He has a projectile, which he shouldn't have a projectile. Is stupid. He has a super that gives you a lot of chip damage. He is just an annoyance to fight against, and I have never been happier than when I beat him. Big range, big guy, big everything, very annoying, but thankfully I play Blitzcrank, which means that I just do like the long grab that he has, and then I do command grab, and that's a bunch of damage. And now they're adding Teemo. And I saw the Teemo trailer, and I hate him with a passion as well. He looks so annoying. He looks the most annoying character, and he looks like the absolute counter to my Blitzcrank. Because he's a small guy who's pretty quick and who is a zoner. So, if I have to pull out a character against that little shit, it would have to be Illaoi. And I don't even know if Illaoi would be good against Teemo, because he's that annoying. They really did well in adapting what I've heard of him from from League of Legends, which is just him being an annoying little but either way, I'm pretty excited for 2xKO to fully release. I wanted to get into Ranked. I really wanted to play in a tournament that was on this month, because of a whole Riot movement trying to to advertise the game and such. But sadly, it's a day before two midterms that I have that I really need to pass. So I cannot waste time on a tournament, no matter how much I like it. I'm really excited for the early access. I really want to get into ranked. I really want to get a high ranked. I see myself buying skins from this game, mainly because Dear God, the Illaoi and Blitzcrank are so cool. Editor font, I'm making you get a lot of screenshots for this. I know, but I don't care. You need to showcase this stuff. I also heard that there's a leak that the character after Teemo is going to be Warwick. I don't know about that. Maybe it will be revealed on early access release. Maybe it won't. And okay, do I see myself competing in this game? Yes. I definitely see myself competing in this game. I really want to get better. I want to get to Grandmaster. I really want to get good at this game. Especially since you can tell that a lot of working care has gone through this, and since it's Riot Games, I'm pretty sure that there'll be a lot of money involved, and I really want that money. So, so yeah, I want to compete for 2xKO. I want to be good at the game. My mission thus far is to get into Grandmaster, and once I'm off of college, I really want to try a shot at a tournament. I'm also planning on getting my friend Delex into the game, since it's a free-to-play game. And even though he has a hate towards Riot Games, I'm pretty sure that if I send him like clips of cool combos, he could be swayed. I don't know. I really hope that for early access they nerf. First of all, I want them to nerf Yasuo. I really want them to nerf Yasuo to the ground. Make him bottom one, please. Same with Echo. Blitzcrank is a really bad character. I'm admitting this, and he has. It doesn't really make sense for him to be that bad. Since yeah, he can be annoying, but like they nerfed him to the ground on the patch note that they did. Illaoi, I do think she deserves some nerfs, mainly on her startups. Who else do I think should get nerfed or buffed? I think that Braum could use a buff. Because, like, Braum is, like, the pick of, like, I believe in myself. And I really want to get into Brom. Brom seems like a fun character, but however, he just doesn't have the tools that I would want. Then Jinx, I think she's fine as she is. And Vi, yeah, I also think that Vi is is well balanced. I don't have any complaints about her strength. I am terrified of Teemo though, because thus far, the only counter that I thought about Teemo was just do Illaoi Special 2, which is a trackable, it's a full screen move, and that's it. Because I don't see a world where I can get close to Teemo. I don't see a world where I can combo Teemo. It's just gonna be a very complicated character to get used to. But who knows? I can see a future where I end up maining Teemo just because he's that annoying and he does well pressure. But he is kind of like overly complicated to my liking. Like the badge system is it's very as a mechanic, but we already have a bunch of characters that have like another set of bars. Like Teemo has technically 3 bars to charge with his badges. Jinx has the gun. Blitzcrank has the theme. Vi doesn't have one. Illaoi doesn't have one. Or doesn't have one. Yeah, I think it's only those two that have bars. I have seen his move set, and he doesn't look top tier. I will say that. He doesn't look like he's gonna be the most broken character in the game. He just looks incredibly annoying. I would say that it's like an anti-meta option. Either way, my nails are basically done, so I'm gonna end the video here. Play to XKO. I'm not sponsored. I wish I was sponsored. Hopefully, I get it to be my background game for a bit, even though it would be extremely laggy because my PC is shit. But yeah, that's about it. Have a nice evening, night, whatever. I've been GeckFun. See ya.